Chia Network. So Chia Network's got quite interesting. There's a recent discussion with one of the founders about potential progress for an initial public offering. Chia Network's one of the few places that's like it's a company-owned crypto that have ambitions of being listed on the NASDAQ and everything else. So they're a little different from many before them. So I want to take a look at what they can potentially do, particularly if a listing were to occur. Before I get into it though, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying these coins. These were coins that I expected were going to make me very good money. And if you'd have done the same, if you'd have put $100 into each coin when I released the videos and then sold them after 16, 17 months, these are what your profits would have been. If you'd have done that for all 26, your total profit from 26 coins would have been over 123 grand, which is pretty good. Now, I don't share my coins on YouTube anymore, but I do share them on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So when I find coins that, again, are going to make me good money, I do the same thing. I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the coin that I'm going to buy, the profits I think it can have, the percentage of my money I'm going to put in, and the members can copy along exactly. When I sell a coin, I do the same thing. I let my members know what coin I'm selling and at what price. This means there's no work for the members and they make the exact same profit as me. If you go on to copymycrypto.com, you will see why there are thousands of members on the site, because you'll see what the money that they've made. You'll see the things that have been done and said in the past. It's all public record as well, so you can verify it. The halving has happened. We're experiencing a pullback, and once that pullback is done, these markets are going to run hard, fast, and hit new highs. And if you don't have your portfolio sorted, have a read of copymycrypto.com, because I have no doubt that you'll realize it can help you out. Now, Chia. So Chia is a layer 1 blockchain. Uses its own custom design programming language called Chia Lisp, and it has a novel consensus mechanism called proof of space and time. It's basically a mined crypto, however, is mined in a different way to, say, your Bitcoin. Now, I'm not particularly a fan of the fact that they've got their own programming language. I do think from a developer's perspective, you've got to then go out and learn a new programming language. Whereas if for developers everything was like people could use Java or Solidity or whatever, then I think you open the doors to far, far, far more developers. I think you're limited on the developers because you're limited on who knows Chia Lisp. Chia Network is a public, for-profit, open-source company that aspires to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ. Its blockchain is aimed at enterprise use, which is why Chia Network plans to have the Chia token on its balance sheet in case of a listing. What makes it unique is the consensus mechanism. So the network achieves Nakamoto consensus by combining proof of space with proof of time. Both function in distinct manners. Proof of space requires miners to keep unused storage on their hard disks or hard drives, and then miners install special software that allocates free space. That's then used to solve a challenge, similar to like a puzzle solving in the proof of work. Then they use proof of time, similar to sort of how Solana works, and the nodes basically document time to ensure that time is correctly documented for the solving of the proof of space functions. It's a very unique approach. Now, the strongest thing about Chia is the founder. The founder is Bram Cohen. He is the creator of BitTorrent. This is, the most popular peer-to-peer file sharing platform of all time. Anyone that's my age will be well familiar with BitTorrent. They also have a very strong team in senior management, including former NASDAQ CEO Gene Hoffman, as well as former Overstock CEO Mitch Edwards, and these are in C-suite positions within the company. This improves the potential for something like Chia to get listed. Now, recently the Chia, the CEO has actually spoken about this. So Chia Network is making progress towards an IPO. The cryptocurrency company that was founded by BitTorrent's inventor saw IPO plans derailed last year by financial woes at its banker Credit Suisse. Now, the company confidentially filed an amended S1 form with the US SEC at the end of March after the regulators sent a comment letter to the company CEO Gene Hoffman. However, there is still no firm timeline for the IPO, since the company wants to wait for the right market conditions. Obviously, you would. They did actually want to go public with an IPO back in 2023. However, there was huge issues at Credit Suisse at the time. If this was to happen, if they were to land an IPO at around the time that the market is pumping, there are a few things that would happen, a few conditions that would occur. Number one, it would become a publicly listed company. That would mean anyone can invest in it regardless of where they're at. That would, in all likelihood, cause a lot of money to flow into this. The second thing is becoming an IPO would mean that they were a regulated security, for lack of a better term. That would mean that they are able to be traded in other places. So you would, in all likelihood, see listings for Chia on both Coinbase and Binance, which again, we know the result of a Coinbase listing or a Binance listing, there would be an enormous bounce. Off the back of that, Chia could actually then do something pretty good. Now, the issue would be what price point can it hit? I think $300 would be well on the cards for Chia, especially given that, look, it had this sporadic pump when it launched. Like, it went to wild prices of $1,900. I don't think it's getting anywhere close to that again, because that would put it at a market cap of, 19 billion. I don't think it's worth that. I don't think there's any evidence to suggest it's worth that right now. But there was a lot of volume hovering around the $300 mark in the bull cycle of last year, of 2021 rather. So I think that's a fair target. If you're seeing a crypto become publicly listed as an IPO on the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange, this is going to pump, especially with listings that occur after that. So then we would be looking at a coin that can probably hit $300. If this doesn't hit IPO, though, I think it will struggle beyond that, because there isn't enough volume going through it. It's literally only traded on like one big exchange in KuCoin. So I don't think you're going to see volume coming through and buy orders coming through. Maybe it only peaks out at $100, $150. And while it's got an interesting consensus mechanism, while it's a strong chain in and of itself in terms of security, it's weak in terms of ecosystem. It's piss poor. So the only way that I see a pump coming is with an IPO combined with the listings that would occur after that. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. If you're a Chia holder, what do you think of the ecosystem? Because I've looked at it and I thought it was rubbish. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. And guys, the halving has happened. The markets have pulled back. And they're probably going to pull back for a couple more weeks, maybe a little longer. Now is actually the time to sort your portfolio out. If you don't have your portfolio sorted, if you're not confident about it, if you're unsure about it, if you're not convinced that you've got the right coins in your portfolio, go to and read copymycrypto.com. On that site, you will see what my members have earned, the things I've said in the past, which is all public record. The reason that there are thousands of members on the site is because of the money they're earning, and you can see that on the site. Copymycrypto.com is where I share my entire portfolio with my members. If you join up today, you would see all the coins I own. Whenever I add to my portfolio, I let my members know about the coin that I'm going to add, the profits it can have, exactly what price I'm buying that coin at. When I sell a coin, I also tell my members what coin I'm selling and at what price. So my members buy coins at the same price, sell coins at the same price. They make the same profit, but they don't have to do any work at all. If you do not have your portfolio sorted, time is actually of the essence, because once this dip is done, the market is going to go to new all-time highs. The market is going to ride high, ride fast. And if you've got the wrong coins in your portfolio, you're not going to make the profits you want. So have a read through copymycrypto.com, because when you do, I think you'll realize it's a service you've got to try out, guys. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.